To find out primary school who is our winner.
Oh, thanks, Summer. I just noted that at the end of all the presentations, the whole room looked relieved, except for the judging panel. Judging panel looked pretty nervous and worried, and we went into the room, we shut the door and said, why did we agree to be judges? It would have been so nice to have just been able to sit in the audience and enjoy all the presentations and learn from all the great insights without having to make a choice. But they were all outstanding. And first of all, to rework an old statement, it takes a village to raise a game changer challenge team. And I want to thank the teachers and the parents and the support staff who've come with you to Sydney to be part of this great event. And so thanks to all the teachers and all the supporters who really made so much of this happen. Yeah. And of course, a special thanks to the team who's pulled it all together and have led you through these great experiences in the last couple of days. Sadly, there's only one winner. We just did want to point out just a few things about some of the presentations that we saw that we just particularly wanted to pay tribute to. Firstly, the team from Burke Ward Public School, very impressive. They had a bit of a false start. They came back and gave us such a strong finish in that final presentation. And I thought they really did a terrific job. We all felt they did a terrific job at explaining very practically and simply at the beginning of their presentation the challenge that was faced by difficulties around communication. And really a terrific job by them. At another scale of ambition, we thought the Cudgegon Valley Public School to really think about how technology can help people in enormous need at a time of natural disasters. That the AIDDD is a great idea that the world needs, and I think they explained and articulated that very, very well, and we were very impressed by that. What we all want to do also, in just kind of talking about some of the other presentations, we all think Binster, great idea. We want the Binster app on our phone, and thanks to the Kingscliff Public School for bringing us that great idea as well, and we think there's great potential in that idea. But finally, when we had to choose one winner, we thought there was a presentation that showed great empathy and insight into the challenges that some people face at school, and then came up with a terrific prototype that had been very, very carefully thought through to meet the needs of some students with special complex needs in our school. And we all thought we can see an education future where the MBUD is a presence in all our schools, and we thought the winner of the Game Changer Primary School Challenge is Alstonville Public School. So, perhaps they should come forward and get this wonderful award.
I'm just going to hand over to teacher.
I'd just like to thank the department for this opportunity to bring children, especially regional children, to the big city. We don't come to Sydney traditionally for our things because we live 1 hour south of the border from Queensland. So it's a big deal for us to come away and participate in an event like this. We've been treated like rock stars. We'd like to thank Google, Summer, Chris, all of the people that have helped make this day fantastic. And we particularly loved getting up our steps upstairs on the futsal court for our Premier Sporting Challenge for our school this week. But I think that the kids have worked really particularly well as a group. But I want to shout out to all the kids that were in this challenge because everybody had a fantastic idea and everybody made something that took them out of their comfort zone, and I think you all deserve a big clap.
Yes.
No, you said it all.
Thank you.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mark.
Well done. Great job.
Amazing. So, Mark, I'm going to get you to stick with me here, but let's give a final round of applause to these legends. We're so proud. So we had a whole range of different pictures as well, and the People's Choice Award is simply looking at what's happening on the live stream and also people here in the room. We've been using Poll Everywhere to get some pulse checks, temperature checks on how we've been feeling, and it's only appropriate that our last one was on Poll Everywhere as well. So Chris, we are going to do this live. People's Choice Award for Best Pitch.
Oh. It's Could Valley Public.
Fantastic. And yep. What do you need? Perfect. And while they're getting their awards, our teachers. No hiding. Come on up. You are part of the team as well. Oh dear. Oh, we're so proud of you. Michael, do you want to say a few words?
Thank you very much. I thought all the teams did a fantastic job, and it was really pleasing to see that everyone had the environment or had big issues in mind, and everyone, it's such a hard job for all the judges and everyone in the room, so thank you very much. And you can see how much it means to these people, and they did a great job. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And
Mark, sorry.
We're not
One
done.
more.
We're not done with the affirmations. I'd also like to now welcome the teachers of all of the primary schools here to collect on behalf of the Game Changer Challenge, also some winner medals for their teams. But I'm going to ask the teachers to come up so that we can all have our teachers at the front of the room to support what they have been doing. And then there's one more prize from us. So all of the teachers from the primary schools, 10 times excited for the teachers. Keep that applause coming.
Hello. Well done, well done. Get yourself in there.
Fantastic.
Thanks so much. Oh, yeah, thank you. I'll give these to you. Lovely. Thanks.
Yeah, change it back. Just, what do you want? The first one? I'm going to put it just at the top. 2 seconds, I'll give you a background. I'll give you a background if you want that one. Loading screen. There you go. And then one for me. Don't breathe.
Okay, ready everyone? 1, 2, 3, smile. Oh, let's not make it awkward. Let's get in on the chair.
Okay, guys, so please feel free to go back to your seats as you've already started doing that. But there is one more prize in this competition. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I want to put out a big shout out to the team who is behind the Game Changer Challenge. So we've got amazing people like Lara and Mel and Michaela, and I'll forget everyone's names, but lots of them are amazing from the department. We have Brian, Uncle Brian, who's one of our amazing coaches. Kimberly, who is one of our incredible coaches. Summer as well, who's a wonderful coach, and me, who's a wonderful coach as well. No. And you know what? The hardest thing is that, and one of the most important skills that we can learn, not just for young people, but for older people like us, is how to collaborate effectively. Because not one person on their own can do this together. So even though I don't like Summer and Kimberly, and they don't like me, we make it look like, no, we do. We love each other. It's great. We work really hard together to collaborate as a team. And we wanted to choose we had the privilege of choosing one of the teams to receive an award for the most effective, powerful collaboration. And that award goes to Burke Ward School. So,
Coaches are going to come and chat with them about their prize later.
so you do have a special prize, which we're going to come and tell you about later on. Okay.
Fantastic. So let's kick over into our secondary school pitches. Mel, is this good? Yes, please. We're ready to rock. Perfect. So our secondary school pitches. Remember, the thing that we need to do, lots of ovations, lots of affirmations. Chris is just about to switch over our technology as we, to give a standing ovation, lots of excitement for, I can only keep a certain amount of information in my brain, Northern Beaches Secondary College.
We've developed an app and to navigate around. You can tap on the screen to see where the buttons are. Yep.
Everyone, close your eyes. If you feel like Australia's political system isn't fully representing your beliefs, raise your hands. Now keep your hand up and open your eyes. Look around. Australia's democracy is crippled. Just now, through your participation, did you feel like your beliefs were shared? Did you enjoy having a chance to express your views? Now imagine instead of us, a bunch of Year 9s hearing your voice. It was the politicians meant to represent you.
Democracy is defined as a system of government by the whole population. However, the Australian system is so far removed from this definition that even our overwhelming voices are no longer heard. We are from the Warringah electorate. For over 20 years, Tony Abbott has been our representative. In the 2017 plebiscite on same-sex marriage, the people of our community voted for love and equality. Max, let us know what happened when this bill came to Parliament.
Abbott abstained rather than supporting us, the people he was supposed to represent. Is this fair? No. We have the solution. Shrestha, tell us all about it.
We have designed a cutting-edge technology run by the government to combat the disconnection and apathy that we as a nation are experiencing. Power to People is an app supplemented by a website that re-democratizes our broken democracy.
Using our app, users can participate in real-time polls to share their views on important issues directly with their representatives. They are informed, engaged, and heard. Let's take a closer look.
Meet Ava. She's in her 30s and married with 2 children. She lives in a house with 3 bedrooms and 2 cars. She is the average Australian. Ava has a small business and wishes to vote Liberal because she feels that economic policy puts more food on the table. However, she's worried about the... She's worried about the certainty of her children's future in a world where politicians don't take climate change seriously. So who would she vote for? Enter Power to People.
Power to People lets Ava show the full spectrum of her beliefs. Power to People lets Ava fact-check each policy and tell a representative how she wants them to vote on upcoming bills in line with both her conservative and her progressive views. These polls will collect the opinions of Australians like us on each and every upcoming bill, and politicians will use this data to drive the decision-making. The transparency of our system means that if politicians don't represent the people, then they don't get the people's vote. Power to People is Ava's new guide.
However, our app isn't just for Ava. Our app is also for Vahan. Vahan is in year 12. He just turned 18. And on top of studying for the HSE, he also has to vote next week. He is overwhelmed and under-prepared for voting, but he wants to grasp our voting policies quickly. Luckily for him, Power to People has his back. Through our app, Vahan has the ability to see a step-by-step guide on how to vote. He can research the Australian Parliament systems and access objective and factual summaries of big issues to help him. He can chat to people online about policies and find upcoming political events to enhance his understanding. Power to People is Vahan's new tool.
But what about Jasmine? Jasmine's a new Australian and needs help to understand our complicated legislation. And she would find it easier in her native Mandarin. She will obviously choose Power to People, where she can access easy-to-understand information in her native languages. She can also use the PolyChat feature, where she can ask real politicians those tricky questions as her understanding of our democracy grows. Power to People is Jasmine's new teacher.
Now, if anyone would like to check out our awesomely amazing prototype, the link is on the screen now, and you can check it out after. And some of you may ask that if it is possible that this could have any drawbacks. Firstly, we'll make sure we have powerful enough servers to handle the traffic of Australians finding their voices. These servers will also be constantly swept and updated to prevent hacking. We will use objective AI able to identify and label bias, as well as moderate forums to remove abuse and harassment. For those who live in the country and regional areas, we'll have virtual community spaces where citizens from all parts of Australia can come together and connect with one another and share their views.
Also, we understand that it may be difficult for some people to access our app. So, with those people in mind, we've designed a fabulous corresponding website that enables all to participate. We plan to set up devices in key community centres to improve access even further.
Lastly, linking user accounts to official ID documents, such as passports or driver's licenses, will ensure safety and credibility to all polling processes. In the panel discussion that we were privileged to attend at Google on Tuesday, Marianne Williams told us that we need everyone at the table to ensure a better future. Power to People puts us all at the virtual table and allows all our voices to be heard. Power to People is our new democracy.
Hand time! Fantastic. Amazing. I've got a friend who she works in government, and she just managed to text me then and said, how are these pictures going? And I took a quick photo and said, really well, we'll talk later. What was one of the great things about the Game Changer Challenge?
I think getting to meet everybody and also learning to use all the new technologies, all the programs, and also teaching us about the design process, because then we got to fully understand everything about you have to first empathize and then design and then prototype. So yeah, that was really cool.
Fantastic. I know you went through quite a journey with thinking about the accessibility for others as well. So where are your teachers?
Yeah.
Oh, yay, woo! Teachers. Can we give a little bit of a shout out, please? Fantastic. And as you make your way back to high five your teachers and take a big breath out, and well done for what you're doing, we're going to give the judges just a couple of seconds to think, a little bit of a switch over, but can we hear it again, please, for Northern Beaches Secondary? Well done, guys. Fantastic. Can I also take a moment to welcome a new judge to our panel, George Harrison. George! Fantastic. All right, just 30 seconds with some music up, thinking time, a bit of a reset. And we are almost ready to go. Can I also please get Lake Munmora to head out to get mic'd up for their presentation? All right. So just as they're switching over, we've got some great primary schools here. You're all done. I can see these casual you guys have to pitch. We're all done. Secondary pitch, what was your response from our first one? Did you like it?
Yes.
Nice. What did you see as being benefit for you?
Nothing really.
Okay. This is a good thing, and I kind of knew that's where that was going. Reason being, you'll see that our students have a lot of themselves in there when they're designing. So they're not going to just design something that isn't of use to them, that they don't really care about. You can see our secondary students are starting to think about this sort of stuff. They're starting to care deeply about it. All of our pitches that we've had, you can see our students are at the centre. We did a lot of work on empathy, on understanding the user and making sure you really, really care heaps about the problem. So it's so fine that it doesn't really matter to you right now. Do you think it might matter to you at some point? Maybe. We'll see. And that's a really cool thing. We said don't design for everybody, design for a really specific group. Okay, Chris, over to you. We need some affirmations, some applause. Get ready for Elizabeth MacArthur High
I'm going to need everyone in the room to stop for a minute and close your eyes. Can we all do that? Now, try and feel under your chair, but you can't open your eyes. What's under there? You don't know. Now come back up and open your eyes and look at the situation in war-torn countries like Syria, Iraq, and Bosnia. How do you think that makes people feel? They don't know about the mines that are under their feet. It's like you sitting in your chair. You don't know what's capable.
Our project is appropriately named the PAPO project, derivative from the mechanism of our product. The product pulls out a pin from the mechanical landmines. The aim of our project is to solve the question, how might we design a solution for war-torn countries to remove pre-existing landmines? This is a large problem in countries such as Iraq. But instead of me telling you this, let me show it to you. Judges, could you please put on your VR headsets?
And for the rest of you, this is what the judges will be saying.
Is this audio?
Audio. Sorry.
Ale, my best friend, he's 9 years old. A happy school day come to an end, along with our childhood. That was this morning. I watched from a distance as the mine went off, blasting Saleh with it. I've heard stories of other people losing their legs or arms due to landmines buried beneath the Earth's surface. But I never thought that that would happen to someone so close to me. Why have they left such dangerous devices in our land? How many more lives have to be affected until they understand our pain? We don't want your pity. We want your help.
To resolve this kinds of problem, me and my team, we have come up with some prototype sketches. Here is page 1. Next slide. This is page 2. This is basically the bones and the flesh of what our drone will look like. On the next slide, we have a 3D model that shows what our device is. Technology. Okay, maybe we should go back to the back slide and I'll explain from there. The first thing I would like to draw your attention to is the 360-degree camera right up here. One of the most notable things about our drone is that this is not a decision-making AI, but a device controlled and driven by trained personnel. The camera allows trained personnel to safely navigate the terrain. Right underneath it, not shown by this sketch, is a control box for the aforementioned trained personnel to connect into the device with and thus use it to communicate. Next, we have what our team call the rubber skirt. We call it a rubber skirt because it looks like a rubber skirt. The rubber skirt, however, is not used for our drone to look like a pretty puppy. It's used so our rubber skirt evenly distributes airflow and pressure, so no excess of pressure is put in one place, which could detonate a landmine. That's the last thing we want. Last thing under here, level with the rim of the skirt is the fan. Its smaller diameter allows it to function without interference. The heart of our creation, however, lies in our robotic arm, which Ethan will be presenting to you.
I think it's important to note that the robotic arm doesn't actually remove the mine itself, but removes the pin underneath, as you can see from that picture over there. Our original design is that one sitting on the judge's table, which will now show you what happened when we tried to code it. As you can see, it doesn't work properly. So we decided to scrap it and use another one that we have a simulation of on the screen down there. And you see it goes down and picks out the pin and pulls it out. It's made out of titanium, so it's lightweight but still strong. And it has a magnet on it, a metal detector on its wrist to detect the mines.
An innovation like the Papo would usually leave quite a substantial carbon footprint, but not our design. The Papo has solar panels on the rubber skirt. The solar panels are flexible, so all the space is utilised, not a millimetre is wasted. This is so efficient that no external power sources are required at all. The plastic used in the Papo is 100% recycled, but even better is that the plastic is sourced from the ocean. Other organisations like Seabin donate the plastic they remove from the ocean to us, who melt it down and remould it. This is so sustainable on many levels. The Papo team has a strict refill-retail policy as well. After the mines are removed, the soil is smoothed out and tilled, leaving perfect agricultural land. These fields can now be used to grow crops, graze livestock, etc.
Our main source, UNICEF, has collected data that explicitly shows the impact of landmines. An estimated 15,000 to 20,000 people are injured or slain by landmines every year. One boom, one boom, one boom. Now, if you got boomed, you represent 50% of the world's children who are killed or injured from mines. If we want to change this, approximately to manufacture and physically produce, it would cost $2,200. A small price to pay for a world where no one has to check under their chairs.
Fantastic, so proud of you. Where's your teacher? Teachers, woo, woo, woo. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I love that you showed a non-working prototype as well. It's not always about the stuff that matters and that wins and that works, is it? It's sometimes about the process. Give me a word on the process you've been through.
Well, it's been quite a difficult process in terms of teamwork and collaborating together, but what I'm really proud is that we actually came together in the end and we were able to make this pitch happen, and we were really proud with the product.
Yeah, we're really proud of you as well. I'm glad that you were here. Awesome. As you go and high-five your teachers, can we get a big cheers for solving landmines? Amazing. Well done. Perfect. All right, I'm going to get you to keep those cheers happening, because I think our next team is pretty well ready to come on down. So I know we run you through these. We're very, very hard on these judges. Feel quite bad for them. So, judges said they need a little affirmation. Can we affirm the judges, please? Yeah, beautiful. Okay, no problem. We're going to take just 30 seconds because we need to take some photos with our primary winners. So we'll get some music up, a little bit of thinking time as we switch over for about 30 seconds. While this is happening as well, can I please get Hurlston Ag to go and get mic'd up. Hurlston Agriculture. Can you go get mic'd up, please? Okay. So what we might do is, I know that we've got Mark, who has to be in all sorts of photo shoots, etc., but we do have an esteemed panel. Oh, here he comes. That are ready. So can we please get some affirmations and ovations for our next team from Lake Marmora?
Yeah, send it to the side of the screen. Not behind.
All right, we good? Right. Hi, we're Landmines from Landmines High School on the Central Coast. Here's my team: Brendan, Nick, Josh, Lachlan, Zmaya, and myself, as well as our teachers, Miss Martin and Mr. Ahmed, wherever he is.
Our problem today focuses on a huge issue in our society. It affects way too many people, mostly teenagers, and that's cyberbullying. So how might we use technology to educate teenagers and decrease the prevalence of cyberbullying in written text and social media? Have you ever been on the receiving end of a nasty comment or message on social media? Or have you sent a message that somehow offended someone even if that wasn't your intent? Well, you're not alone.
Now, let's immerse you in this problem to see how it's really like to be on the other side of cyberbullying. If our judges would kindly look under your seats. There's nothing there. Okay. The Google cardboards are actually somewhere. We'll get them to you now.
Right in front of them.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Yes.
Everyone else in the audience can get an idea of what the judges are viewing through the screen. This is our awesome Immersion virtual reality experience to help you gain a sense of what it's really like to be bombarded with nasty comments. How do you feel? Probably isolated, hurt, and alone. So what's the solution to this problem? It's the Before You Send application for Apple and Android phones.
Our app is designed to combat cyberbullying by educating teenagers to better understand the nature of messages they are sending by using adaptive artificial technology to scan and highlight offensive messages, projecting them back to the sender, and allowing users to submit feedback to generate user niceness ratings. Before you send in the following way, a user types a message into any social media platform, and when they hit send, the app quickly scans the text to pick up on pre-programmed nasty words or phrases. The sent message collects feedback from the receiver in the form of an emoji-style pop-up, and this helps the AI and the app to learn and improve. This is an example before you send's application interface. As you can see on the right-hand side, this is what the sender would see if they send a message that was flagged. Inappropriate words will be highlighted in red, and the user's message can be offered with substitutes, and it will delete the message. On the left-hand side of the screen, someone who has received a flagged message would also be able to delete or substitute the words, or to show the words if they wanted to. This is what the app would be if you got it read back to you.
Hey, dumb idea. Can't you think of anything better to do? I'm so bored with your ideas.
Teenagers who choose to use this application will better educate themselves about the impact of nasty messages. Most aggressive messages sent online are done in the heat of the moment and seem disconnected with reality. By flagging a hateful comment and hearing it read aloud will help a teenager take ownership of their words and hopefully alter their online behavior to reduce cyberbullying.
Naturally, as with all education, there'll be those who choose to send a flagged message anyway, and those who choose to be cyberbullies. This app is targeted at those who don't want to unintentionally send nasty messages in the heat of the moment. This app will be free to download and will lie beneath underneath all major social networks. It will target teenagers, and some adults would also be able to benefit from this. It's adaptive AI, so it learns in response to the user. Example, well, one person finds it offensive, another person might not find it offensive. So if before you send is to venture past the prototype phase, we'll need some help from current AI programmers, app developers, marketers and media to promote our app to encourage as wide usage as possible, and educators to endorse before you send and train teenagers and parents in its use.
We hope that with Before You Send, cyberbullying will become a thing of the past. On behalf of all the students from Lake Memorial High School, thank you.
No, leave yet, Brayden. Get back here.
No.
Love your work. Where are your teachers?
I'm on the cool side.
Big shout out for your teachers. Fantastic work. All right. So we're going to give a couple of minutes now for the judges to think about that, where it kind of relates into others, have maybe another go on your virtual experience. And as they're doing that, one word to describe how you're feeling right now about Game Changer.
Pretty excited.
Oh, is that a hyphenated? Is that a kind of squished together? Pretty excited. Just say it really fast. Fantastic. Thank you again. We'll get you to go and high five your teachers. And I would love it if Nimbin, Central and Kyogle could go and get mic'd up now. We are pretty much plug and play, almost ready to go on this one. Are we, Chris? Technology? Yeah, technology is giving us the big All good? Might just get 10 seconds of music. Maestro? Okay, can we please give some ovations and affirmations for Hurlstone Agricultural? Woohoo!
Facts. 93% of Australian university students are malnourished. This includes being above and below the daily required nutrition levels. This is unacceptable. But why is this happening?
I honestly just don't have the time, and I'm so busy studying.
I just love Maccas.
I don't have the money.
I just don't know how to eat a well-balanced diet.
Bad habits plus poor choices equals limitations.
We can improve the well-being of university students so that they are receptive and creative. The community benefits from their aspirations and wisdom, and our country is more innovative and competitive. Let's nurture our minds and our future.
Introducing Univertical and You Need Food, an AI-integrated, personalised food cultivation and distribution system. Imagine walking through Parramatta, through the Western Sydney University campus, the heart of societal potential. Malnourished they are not, sick they are not, because they are under the watchful eyes of our AI botanicals. Vertical gardens, local, organic, tangible and sustainable. Our system beautifies both the exteriors and interiors of existing architectural structures, while creating environmentally sympathetic systems. It utilises unused wall space, employs water recycling systems, and reduces food waste through composting to feed our hungry minds.
A membrane encloses a narrow plane against the windows. The spider web-inspired self-repairing skin mimics the technology of nature and helps regulate the climatic conditions within. Plants are attached to the web and grow in recycled containers filled with clayed pebbles.
Two types of humanised botanicals will service the garden. AI bees will pollinate the fruits and vegetables and monitor root health, pH, nutrients and moisture levels by entering the clay pebbles. Larger botanicals will plant, monitor, harvest and operate the system. These robots will be linked to our app, You Need Food.
And this is where the exciting innovation lies. Our Univertical garden diagnoses deficiencies and develops individualized agricultural interventions. Univertical garden plus You Need Food plus botanicals equals peak student performance.
Students are connected to Univertical through the app You Need Food. The app recognises deficiencies and notifies the botanicals, which are then able to genetically modify certain crops to be personalised for you and to suit your dietary requirements.
All students are offered access through university-provided body patches, which analyse blood and DNA in order to generate medical data, including genetic dispositions, to provide nutrition interruption plans to optimise individualised health.
The app will help keep track of any deficiencies as well as energy and calories burned and consumed. As you can see, here is one strategy where holistic health interventions are offered to the students.
Students will be able to utilise delivered produce to create healthy meals. They can access it from the touch of their device, making it easily accessible and more time efficient. Through humanising technology, this app will allow users to socialise, sharing their advice, opinions and personal journeys. We will be able to motivate students to achieve nil deficiencies by having an Adopt a Bot program. This is the profile of the user, where the individual can enter their information for AI to personalise their experience on the app through analysing and evaluating their needs.
Univertical will bring great advantages to all university students across Australia. This technology will allow everyone to access healthy produce. With the combined power of Univertical and You Need Food, users will be able to access their information, updating their health information to AI to better serve the individual. This alternative to traditional farming methods is a cost-effective method and uses less resources.
In a society where a proper diet for a university student is almost fictional, we need a change. A simple solution to a massive problem. It is unacceptable that university students are so heavily impacted by the fast food phenomenon. We must change the game, because we are the future. These issues are stopping us from solving bigger problems. Don't starve our future. Join us to feed our bodies, to feed our minds, to feed our passions. Thank you.
Oh, well done. Fantastic. Did you have it? Was there a question from the panel? No, we just moved forward. It was like, well, and they wanted to move further back. Where are your teachers? Big wave. Fantastic. Thank you so much for your support. As you head back to high five your teachers, we've got some of our schools, our primary schools that need to leave, which is unfortunate, but we will say thank you so much for coming. Give them some affirmations. Bye. All right, so thank you so much, Game Changers. We're going to get you to move off the stage so that we can jump straight into our next pitch. As I said, my brain is getting full here. Can we please welcome... This is Nimban, yes? Beautiful. Can we please welcome, with a huge ovation, keep the energy up, Nimban and Kyogle Schools.
Hi, I'm Jamie, a composite example of people we all know in our Nimban Kyogle community. I really want to look for work in Lismore. I really want to start this electrical engineering course at TAFE. I really want to continue doing gymnastics as well, but this is what I hear from my family, friends and teachers.
Why don't you do something with your life?
You need to put more effort into your study.
Why don't you care about your future?
Get a job.
Why don't you have any friends?
Why don't they understand me? This makes me feel trapped and isolated. This is the bus stop I wait at. This is the front of my house. It's very isolated.
A common trope in regional youth. Why?
Limited transportation options. These restrictions isolate young people all the time, exacerbating inequality in rural districts. This isolation creates greater potential for substance abuse, chronic unemployment, and mental health challenges.
These problems are not as prevalent in urban areas. Transport solutions such as Uber or Lyft are great for urban areas, relying on large populations. This is not viable in rural areas due to small markets with low profit potential, yet has greater potential to help people like Jamie.
So we asked the question, how can we create shared and sustainable public transport in rural areas to connect our youth?
Introducing OiBus, an experimental public transport system based in Kyogle and Nimban. It will be comprised of a network of small to medium self-driving electronic buses and run by dynamic deep learning AI.
This is what a normal bus route looks like. Inefficient, right?
Now, take a look at OiBus. We use a mobile check-in system to pinpoint pickup locations using deep learning technology to provide a tailored transport solution.
Our algorithm considers distance and queue order to determine the route of best fit. And with multiple buses on the road, our rural youth will have on-demand options connecting them with their surrounding facilities and other individuals.
Hey, it's Jamie again. Things are really different for me now. I've almost finished my Certificate 4 in electrical engineering. I'm enjoying a healthy social life, and I'm also back into my gymnastics.
Jamie, you're hired.
You're pursuing your dreams.
It's been really fun hanging out with you.
I'm so proud of you. I knew you had it in you.
Jamie!
Jamie! Jamie! Jamie! Jamie! Jamie! Jamie! Jamie! Jamie!
We want to create better opportunities for rural communities by connecting people like Jamie to each other and the services they need. We will do this through a dynamic fleet of self-driving electric buses connected via deep learning AI.
Which Jamie do you want? Which Jamie do you want?
Which Jamie do you want? Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Question, do you guys all go to school together, or is it two schools who have come together?
Yeah, two schools.
They've come together.
Collaboration, situation,
The ultimate
solve some
collaboration.
problems. Well done. Your teacher is on camera here. And also driving the tech. Can we get a big cheers for the teachers behind?
Thank you.
Fantastic. I'll get you to go and have some time high-fiving your teachers. Thank you so much for being game changers. Very excited. And we're just going to take 30 seconds until we can plug in our next. These high schoolers are ready to rock and roll, but high fives to all of you. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks for having
me. Amazing. While we're clapping Jamie off, can Fairvale High please head out to get mic'd up? Chris, this looks like this is pretty...
Don't jinx me.
Ready to rock and roll. All right. Well, I think that we are ready. I'll just check and give them a nod. Orange, ready to rock? Can we please get some affirmations, some ovations, some any kind of things that end in Asians for Orange High?
Okay, so who this morning has used technology? Yeah, your phone, coffee. Who has access to a toilet? Yeah. That's just everyday things that it's just normal to have. But in a place called Haravi in India, these things are inaccessible and unimaginable to over 700,000 people. There's no electricity and there's hardly any toilets. There's one toilet to about 1,500 people. Their house is made out of scraps. So here we have an example of what Haravi looks like. As you can see, their houses are just made from whatever they can find. Just imagine living here. Just imagine.
The problem we see is that energy, okay.
That's okay.
Right. The problem we see is that energy isn't accessible in such places like slums. So as we saw here with the Haravi slum, it's sort of hard to access energy. So I'm sorry.
Our solution to this was this object right here, a bioreactor that turns fecal matter into electrical energy. Now, I'll try and explain how it does this, just try and keep up. So, if we install a new public toilet right here, and then it separates the urine and fecal matter into two different compartments here. Through this box here, filled with water and bacillus bacteria that breaks down the fecal matter and turns it into methane gas, which will then flow up through here and into a gas burner here that powers a thermoelectric generator, generating lots of electricity.
Now, that sounds like a lot, but basically, we grab the feces, break it down, turn it into gas, and then burn that gas to create electricity. It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. So this bioreactor would have so many benefits for the communities that it was in the Haravi slums. So first and foremost, they would be supplied with electricity for the first time in their lives for so many of them. They'd be able to get light, they'd be able to have heat, they'd be able to wash their clothes, they'd be able to cook. It would honestly just change their lives to have this electricity. But this isn't the only benefit of having this system. There would also be the increased sanitation that would come from having this system, which is honestly incredible. Imagine having one toilet for 1,500 people all trying to get to that toilet. That is crazy, and this would be able to have more toilets there for everyone. The system would also have a really high energy supply that resulted, so 60 kilowatt hours a day. So that might not sound like a heap, but that means that if this one toilet runs for 1 month, there is a year worth of electricity for one household from one toilet for a month.
which is really cool. There is also little to no byproducts that result from this system. It's a renewable energy resource, which means that there is no environmental issue with using this system. And really cool thing, it's so easy to maintain. You just have to add in more of the bacteria every 5 days, because this allows for our bioreactor to be 2 times as efficient as any previous one, and it doesn't require emptying.
And best of all, this product is crazy cheap. In Harare, a project was launched which attempted to get more electricity to the local communities using fossil fuels. They had a budget of $1.65 million and only managed 15 connections. With a budget of $1.65 million, we could get 550 of these machines into those communities. That's $3,000 per machine. That's not 10 times better. That's not 20 times better, but 36 times better.
And the possibilities don't stop there. When this system is combined with different chemicals, enzymes, or bacteria, it can even break down harder materials such as plastic.
Time to get it right this time. All right. In summary, right, the bioreactor is a crazy affordable, sustainable, and effective way of producing energy in areas like these. So you can literally turn literal poop into electricity. Like, how cool is that, guys?
Let's not say the thing.
Where are your teachers? Teachers, give us a wave. Yeah, there they are. So good, so good. That moment when you came up with the name Bioreactor, it was a good moment last night. It was a good moment. Okay, we are going to get you to go and high five your teachers. That was an amazing presentation. So good. Thank you so much. Nailed it. Did really well. All right, can we show some love for Orange High? What do you need from me? All right, what's really great is that we are ready to pop straight in. We've got 3 more of our great pictures and then it's all over Red Rover. So we need to hang on tight to this beautiful energy that we have got. And if we can please welcome, with lots of ovations and lots of excitement, Fairvale High!
We're going to start off with a little game, okay? Who am I? I live in the ocean. Most of my brothers and sisters are endangered. I often mistake plastic for food, and I have a 1 in 5 chance of dying due to plastic consumption. Who am I? Yeah?
You're a turtle.
That's right. What's your name?
I'm Lynn.
Nice to meet you, Lynn. Do you have any personal experiences on how plastic pollution has affected you?
I actually have. So one day, I was going down to a beach, right? I wanted to snorkel because snorkeling's fun. And then I looked down into the floor and my heart sinks. Because all I see in the floor is plastic everywhere. The coral, the fish, and the ocean floor, everything is covered in plastic. And it looks so bad. And I wondered, how could something so inconspicuous just ruin our natural biomes and all that? How?
Terrible.
We are fantastic, and our question is, how might we collect, identify, and break down plastics for inland councils in order to reduce plastics heading towards the oceans and provide a source of energy? Plastic pollution has become one of the most chaotic environmental issues, and as plastic production increases, the world's ability to deal with them plummets.
I need a volunteer. Anyone volunteer? Coming up. Okay, Andrew, Emma. So, we're going to represent this little field here as the ocean. What I'm going to get you to do is get 5 seconds to pick up all the plastic in here, and you've got to give it to me, okay? Ready? Everyone count with me. Go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. It's great. Can we have a clap?
Good job.
can see, if we directly try to take all the plastic out of the ocean, more is just going to keep coming in. So the issue isn't directly at sea. It's how we can stop the plastic reaching our oceans.
We have designed a way to combat this issue. This
Okay.
Just keep going.
It's not working.
Keep going. Emma, just keep going.
Well, this is SID. It is a product that contributes to the way we reduce plastic for local inland councils by collecting, identifying, and delivering the breakdown system to the breakdown systems. SID is an autonomous robot that travels on surface terrain using a continuous track and can sensor and detect plastic and microplastics. He uses a vacuum that is located on the base of the front to filter the plastics into specific storage areas. Whilst traveling, SID may have to overcome obstacles such as branches and plants. And when this occurs, SID is able to move it away with his arms so he can continue his journey on collecting plastic.
To assist Sid in his journey to sustainability, he has a various amount of key aspects to keep him safe. For instance, he has a GPS implemented inside him, so then whenever he's lost or he's been stolen by whoever wants a large robot, it will get found by the council, and whoever stole it will get taken away. Yeah. His outer casing is created so then he is resistant to heavy weather conditions such as heavy rain or very hot, burning days. A multi-spectrum camera is built beside him, so then he is able to analyze plastics and understand if he should take it or just leave it. Once his battery is low, he'll walk all the way back to his charging dock, and then another Sid will replace him, so then his job never ends. Keep on going.
Sid is humanized through utilizing a large OLED camera, as you can see here, to show faces and messages. Yeah. Utilizing a microphone and speaker set, he can also communicate with his surroundings using messages or announcing his presence.
Once Sid has delivered the plastic to the breakdown station, it is channeled into a large funnel. This funnel feeds into the melting chamber, and a solvent is added which helps thin the plastic to a water-like substance, enhancing its heating properties.
This allows the plastic to be broken down into its chemical compounds. The solvent that was previously added is then removed and reused, and what is left behind is actually usable gas energy and syncrude, which is an oil substance that can be separated into gasoline, diesel, and the baseline plastic compound, which can also be reused to make more plastic for other products.
We spoke to Nung, a Fairfield City Council office waste manager. She interested us in some of her field of recycling. She talked about how apparently the council doesn't actually recycle what they use. They collect their plastic and they give it away to a privatized facility where they are further broken down. If we incorporated a SID into our community, it would help collect the taxpayers' money and ensure practice are regulated. Now, what I'm asking all of you to do is to 1, be considerate of what you're throwing out, and 2, donate money to Fairfield City Council and your local councils to help SID be part of our community. Thank you.
I love that. Nice. Such a sneaky little back entrance in. Well, good role playing. Excellent work. Where are your teachers?
Yeah.
Massive shout out. Thank you, teachers. Worked so hard. All right, I'll get you to go back to your team and have a big high five with them. We might need to stand up and just have a shake before our last two. If you need to stand up and have a little shake around. As we plug in for Armidale Secondary College, can I please get our finalists, our final school, which is our Sydney Children's Hospital School, to get microphoned up. Chris, you will let me know when you're ready. All right, can we please give a huge ovation to Armidale Secondary College, our second last pitch?
Okay.
What's stall look like?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Come on, PowerPoint.
This one?
Shall we try it?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like.
Just tell me what to do, ignore me, and you tell me what I'll do.
All right.
Ready?
Oh, okay.
We dream about saving the planet.
Do you want me to do it? Yeah.
Imagine a world where 90% of sea life are hurt by plastic. Imagine a world where every piece of plastic ever made is still on our planet. Imagine our wildlife dying due to our actions. Well, you don't have to imagine. This is our reality. We have caused this. Are you aware that we have 18 months left until the damage is irreversible? We need to change our habits, our behaviour now.
As a mother of 2 teenagers, I am worried for the future of our Earth. I worry for the day we realise there is no going back. This is not the future I want for my children. I try to make the changes I can. My children are frustrated, as I know many others are. The climate is changing and we need to change our mindsets, our habits and our behaviours. We no longer have to survive, but we have to keep our planet alive too. I can't help but choose cheaper, more available options. I do try my best, but that's just not good enough for the future of our planet. There has got to be another solution.
How might we utilise new technology in order to alter consumption behaviours of parents and carers of youth for a sustainable future? This story, our children's story, can go 2 ways. At Plastic Zero, we are dedicated to helping the parents and carers of youth reduce their plastic usage. We have developed an exciting new concept using advanced artificial intelligence technology.
On the screen behind me is a 3D model of our prototype. It is a ceiling-mounted scanning device that will scan and detect plastics in the home. This links with an app available on all devices that provides a weekly report, recommendations of alternative products, and total credits earned.
Our AI sensor system scans plastic products in the home, recording personal plastic use levels. So how will this work? It will be implemented by the local government. It will be opt-in to make the consumers feel they are making the decision to reduce backlash. It will be completely free to make it available to low-income families. It will be paid for with a government grant for pollution cleanup. It gives the users a chance to save money on their household bills as a reward for low plastic use. It's good for promoting environmentally friendly, low plastic products and habits, and gives a weekly report on the plastic usage in your home compared to friends and averages for your town, city and state. It uses artificial intelligence to recommend non-plastic, environmentally safer products, giving multiple alternatives that take into account cost and availability. Consumers wanting to use low plastic products forces plastic producers to change in order to conform to the new market. When less plastic is used in the home, more rewards or credit is earned from the council and government. The credit can be used to reduce bills and creates an incentive for people to opt in and take it seriously. Environmentally ethical and no or low plastic using companies grow economically, tipping the scale, forcing other companies to stop producing plastic packaging and products. This means plastic consumption lowers and stops fueling pollution, creating a healthier planet and a more sustainable future. People wanting to earn credit to reduce their bills use less plastic. The market for low plastic products increases and the sales for high plastic companies decreases. So the overall plastic used and thrown away decreases. And then the cycle repeats.
We, at Plastic Zero, will utilise new technologies to help change the consumption behaviours and habits of parents and carers of teenagers to support a sustainable future. Teenagers and youth will learn positive consumer behaviours by observing their role models. We are taking the first steps into using technology to better serve humans. We dream about saving the planet. The question is, will you join us?
Amazing. Everyone point to where your teachers are at, please, so we can give them some love as well. Fantastic work, teachers. Wow, that's huge. You embedded Prezi and did all sorts of amazing things in there that gave Chris a heart attack. Fantastic. So we're going to see if the judges are indeed with you as you go out and high-five your teachers for an amazing pitch. Thank you so much. Can we share some love again for Armidale Secretary? Beautiful. So just as we welcome our very last pitch, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen after. Shortly after, or as soon as our final pitch finishes, our judges are going to convene, do all of their judge things, get judgy, but really critically and nicely. We are then going to kick into People's Choice Awards nice and quickly, so you'll have to make sure that your devices are out as well. That'll take about 5 or so, 10 minutes for you to do your deliberations. In the meantime, we will award People's Choice, and we will give out all of our participant medals as well, and then we will welcome Mark Scott to hand out the presentation. Does that sound okay, judges? Tight ship's a good ship. All right. This is not only our final secondary school pitch, but this is our final pitch of Game Changer. This is the only time where you can give a big boo, wah, sad. Oh, you should be 10 times sadder than that. Oh, so much love for it. Okay, so turn those boos into yays while we give our final giant, extraordinary round of applause for our very last pitch. We are going to the Sydney Children's Hospital.
Come to Sydney for the views, the beaches, the shops, the fireworks, and fortnightly chemo treatment. Meet our friend Flick. Flick lives in rural New South Wales in Canamble. Look it up on Google Maps if you don't know where it is. And by the way, Google Maps is a searching web designed in Google Australia. Anyway, in Canamble, Flick goes to the local high school, is part of the Rural Fire Service, and enjoys weekend sport. She hangs out with her friends, watches Netflix, and of course enjoys times with her family. But unfortunately, when Flick was 15, she was diagnosed with a type of brain cancer. And since then, all these things have been disrupted. Long hospital stays, surgery, and fortnightly chemo treatment in Sydney, which by the way is 600 kilometres away from her hometown, mean long periods of time away from family and friends. Cancer already took things from Flick, and now treatment is too. Has anyone ever been away from their family and friends for a really long period of time? Yeah, it's really sucky. But sadly, this story is not the only one. In fact, in 2018, over 155,000 children were under the care for the Sydney Children's Hospital network, and over 60% of them were from the rural and remote areas. But
meet how? Hospital on wheels. For people like us,
with chronic illnesses. Compared with the cost of staying and travelling to and from hospital, Dr. Howe is a much more cost-effective option. Dr. Howe rolls in whenever you need him and stays for as long as he needs, as long as you need him. And then he goes off to his next patient. A personal nurse is also on board. The nurse provides that human touch that everyone needs in these scary events. It also means a nurse and their family can stay in the country, providing medical services for other families in the bush.
We know how important genuine human connection is during a medical appointment, procedure, or even a medical emergency. Making sure patients are relaxed and feel like their medical needs as an individual are taken care of properly is an extremely important part. Considering these factors, we've decided that a stereotypical robot won't be taking care of you. But it could be Dr. James, your radiologist, or maybe Dr. Susan, your gastroenterologist, or maybe even Alex, your clinical nurse consultant. Via the power of Dr. Howe's advanced holographic communication system, you'll be able to speak with any of your specialists. With state-of-the-art augmented reality technology and high-definition cameras, your specialist could stand right next to you as a 3D image, even though you're both in different places. And this is happening in real time. I mean, you could be on different sides of the world for all we know.
Dr. Howe is a high-tech medical capsule housing AI and human intelligence. If Dr. Howe needs extra assistance with results, it can deploy drones to specialists using GPS.
Dr. Howe is equipped with AI to assist specialists from anything such as vision, hearing, to the condition of arteries in the heart. The capsule also has a voice-activated emergency response just in case it's needed. Local regional communities are trained to respond to the emergency, keeping local people local.
If you can deliver a Portaloo, you can deliver Dr. Howe too.
This amazing capsule allows patients to stay at home and stay connected to their doctors.
If I had Dr. Howe, I could come to Sydney just for the fun things, exactly like this game changer.
All week have been saying, drop the mic. And I know the audio guys are, no, don't. There we go. A little mic drop for you all.
Affirmation.
Thank you so much. Now, Flick asked a question right at the beginning to our panel. Mark, you might remember Flick asked a question about how might we use technology to make sure that she can go to university, that she can study, she can get the treatment that she wants, and also remain at home or add contributions to Canamble as well. And so you thought, oh, well, the panel could solve it, or we'll just go solve it ourselves. So that is the power of 3 days worth of working really hard. Really, all of our game changers are indicative of this hard work. Can I please get not only a final applause for these guys, but for every single game changer? Can I please? Affirmation for all. And also all of their teachers and cheerleader squad as well. Give us a wave. Fantastic. All right, head back, high five your crew. Judges, I'm going to get you to head out and make some terribly awful decisions. Again, sorry, not sorry. What we are going to ask you to do now, this is our People's Choice Award for our secondary best pitch, pollev.com/GameChangersC830. We are going to have this up until the judges come back into the room. So, vote now. Vote quickly. Yes, thank you. Megan, I know there's a charger right there. If you have any Surface devices, Microsoft devices, basically things that are electronic that are not yours, can you please hand them to Megan? They're likely to be Microsoft. Shout out to everyone that Microsoft really supported students overnight by giving them devices to use this whole time. 10 times yay for Megan! And 10 times quickly for getting them back to her as well, because we'd like Megan to be able to keep her job. That'd be amazing. All right, I'm just going to check in on the judges. I'm going to get you to help me with this one.
What's that?
See you later.
Have we got polls on?
Yeah, pretty much. Giant high fives outside with your team. We love a team photo. Get food.
No worries at all. Thank you for doing that. You were awesome.
There is like super deliberation in the judges. They're like fighting. No doubt mine's probably something. Yeah, right now. Oh, photographer.
What do you want to do? Where do you want to do it? In front of this thing?
The judges are nearly ready. They're going to be with you in just 2 more minutes, so remain patient, please.
I am.
So,
No, we knew this.
we did, and Kimberly, over to you.
Okay, we're going to do a magic trick collaboratively, okay? So you can do this either standing or sitting. It's up to you. You are going to need to move your hand. You need enough room in front of you to be able to move your hand forward, okay? If you want to stand, you can do that, or you can stay in your seat. Okay, this is the magic clock, okay? Now, what we're going to do, and there's a couple of really key instructions you need to listen to. We're going to put our hands straight up in the air with our fingers pointing up to touch the sky. Now, you have to imagine that your hand, you have to leave your finger hitting the sky or the sky's going to fall on you, okay? So your finger must stay upright, which means that when we do this activity, your arm can only bend at your elbow. So try that. Bring your arm down only at your elbow. All right, excellent. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our fingers up in the air. Really simple. We're going to draw a clock face, and we're going to do it in clockwise directions. So we're going to go 12, 3, 6, 9. 12, 3, 6, 9. Everyone got that? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to keep staring at the top of our finger. Remember, our hand can only bend at our elbow. And we're going to keep drawing our clock, 12, 3, 6, 9, and we're going to bring the clock face down. So 12, 3, 6, 9. Keep looking at your finger. 12, 3, 6, 9. 12, 3, 6, 9. Keep going 12 until it's at eye height. Keep going around in your clock. Are you still going clockwise, or is your clock flipped and you're now going 12, 9, 6, 3? All right, let's try it one more time. Hand in the air. We're staring at our finger. Remember, our finger is supporting the sky, so it must stay upright. We're going to start clockwise. 12, 3, 6, 9. 12, 3, 6, 9. We're bringing our hand down, bending at our elbow. Keep watching the top of your finger. Are you doing it clockwise, or did you magically start doing counterclockwise? Magic, right? Magic. I fooled you. I didn't. What's changed? What's changed from up here to down here? What changed? Our point of view and our perspective. And I hope that this has been a really good lesson over the last couple of days. When you change your perspective on something, sometimes you change your entire interpretation and experience with it. And I think that's what a lot of you guys have got out of the last couple of days. Or I'm magic. You can go with that definition. That's fine too.
Okay.
Okay, are we ready for the verdict on our secondary school pitches? Amazing. Can we thank our judges for already making some good decisions? Over to you, Mark.
Primary school was hard. This was really hard. And someone kept putting their head in saying, "Are you ready?" We said, no, we're not ready yet. We're still in fierce debate, and we've been in fierce debate throughout. We want to congratulate all the participants. They really were just a uniformly really, really strong series of pitches, and we want to thank all those who made the contribution and the teachers who've come with you and your support teams for all of this. We just want to just point out one or two things about some of the ones we saw along the way. Now, we all need, before you send, if you can develop a version of that for us, like Mamora, that would be a good thing, because we can all get in trouble on social media, and before you send, we thought was a very good thing. Dr. Howe, smart idea. This is going to happen, and congratulations to Sydney Children's Hospital for that terrific idea too. We thought that was great. We wanted to call out the work of Hurlston for those university students who are eating poorly, the way they thought their way through the full challenge of good nutrition to those extraordinary vertical gardens, the technology wrapped around, and I thought some really great work there as well. And we know that the Oi bus is going to happen. We're going to visit Nimbin, Kyogle, and the Oi bus will be there. And we wanted to thank those students for that great idea and that great contribution as well. But finally, for the ambition of the project, for the compelling prototype they put on our table, which didn't quite work, but the lesson they drew from the prototype that didn't work, and for the really, really sound presentation of the big, bold idea. We think the winner this year is Elizabeth MacArthur High School. And we'd like them to come on forward.
Congratulations, guys! You did a fantastic job. Yeah, the entire process was fantastic to watch. I think you worked well as a team. I think with behalf of Elizabeth MacArthur, we'd like to thank all of the people who came here today and did their work. It was fantastic to see just everything that everybody did. So fantastic. Congratulations to everyone. Congratulations, guys, and great job.
We are. Cool. Good work. All right, are we ready? Are we joining the screen? Are we ready? Oh, it's so close. Sydney Children's Hospital, though. Oh, no, it's a tie. Break it in half, Murat. Break it in half. We're going to have to get a second one. I think we can do that. We'll find the money, won't we? We'll find the money. We'll get a second one. Let's get them both up.
Getting. Yes. Draw, come on.
Now, just while we are getting those final photos, I'm going to hand over to Brian, Uncle Brian, who was my co-coach for the secondaries. We wanted to announce a team that we thought collaborated really beautifully. Uncle Brian.
Hello, thank you everybody. I hope one thing you'll all take away from this great time is the power of collaboration that you've all learned being in your teams, co-designing, co-thinking, co-sharing, co-supporting. All of this wonderful effort that's come by all of you creating these hive minds where you've all supported, you've all worked, and you've all driven to create some great ideas. But I think one team where we really noticed this going above and beyond was Nimbin and Kyogle. You know, they really demonstrated it by two schools working together. So the Special Collaboration Award.
Fantastic. Nice work. So Mark, I'm going to hand back over to you for some final thoughts. Have we got all of our paparazzi done? Beautiful. Mike, I'll hand over for some final thoughts.
Well, look, what a tremendous week everyone seems to have had. It does seem a long time ago since we're all at Google HQ, learning all about AI and how it's going to change the world. But the way you've been able to take those insights that we got from Google on day one, with the extra instruction that you've got to be able to create these wonderful presentations today. I think that's just an absolute triumph. So I really want to thank everyone who participated. I want to thank the teachers and the team leaders. I want to thank those who've organised this extraordinary event that we run here. And I want to thank you all for being part of it. It's one of the most exciting things we do here at the department every year, the Game Changer Challenge. I want to thank you all for being part of it. I know you're going to remember this forever. You really are. You're going to remember when you came and did 3 magic days, created something special, and you're going to have learnt things that you're going to take with you through the rest of your days in school and through the rest of your life. So thank you all for being part of it very much indeed.
And with that, Game Changers, it's all over. And what's one of our favourite people that we've been quoting the whole time? Pooh Bear? Let's go eat. There's some nice snacks in the foyer. It's been an absolute joy on behalf of Brian, Chris, Kimberly and myself. Keep doing good design things and we will see you around and about. Woo!